Chester's trying to figure out what's going on. Every time we leave, he's like, are you leaving me here with the rest of your stuff? We've been taking him over to the house on and off to try to get him used to it there. And he loves to sit at the back door and watch the bunnies. And he wants to get the bunnies. Anyways, I'm going to go over today again and try to work on the big, huge cabinet that we took over there. I just have been a little bit frustrated since I sprayed the stuff on. I was expecting it to just like fall off when I sprayed the stuff on, and it did not. So I'm not sure how that whole process is going to go, but I need to get it done. It'll happen one way or another. First, we have to, when I say we, I mean not me, close off that little nook thing. Personally, I'm not a fan of those because it just feels like wasted space to me. So I guess it must be like for decor. I'm not even sure why they put the little inset into the wall. This one's like a triangle. It's kind of weird. So we do have somebody that's going to close that off, and then the cabinet will go in front of that. And an electrician came out yesterday. He gave us a quote for all the things that I want done. And I'm even going to allow Trav to have some fans. It is nice for the air circulation here in Tucson. I like the fan in the bedroom. When people come out, they're like, is this your bedroom? Because the wall only goes halfway up. My kids are already making fun of it too. We're not going to build on until we save up to build on another master, and then we'll eventually open that up in those walls on the sides of the fireplace, and then it can be like one big area, because right now it is a little weird to have a half wall where people can look over to your bedroom called kids. So yeah, that's what's happening. Lots of things. Somebody came out yesterday and quoted us to cut down some trees to like make our mountain view not so blocked. And we're keeping the big pine tree out back. I don't know if I've showed you guys that. I mean, maybe you've seen it in some of my videos. Trav wanted to cut that down only because he thought it was gonna blow onto our house, but they said they're pretty deep rooted, so I think we're gonna. I know I'm gonna get whipped and lashed for saying that we're cutting down trees. Sorry if you don't like that. They're just they're behind the pool area outside the gate, and they're blocking the mountain. So I wish I would have known about this Sunday, but the liquid collagen that I take today starts at $20 off. I've never seen it this high for new customers. I don't know, since I've been taking it, I don't think they've had $20 off. That's huge. And they have a deal they're having a new flavor on the trim. If you take the trim, it's a raspberry lemonade flavor, and you get a free spoon with it. So you can just take it with it's like measures it out for you. It's a really cute spoon. And the trim helps with like weight loss, weight stuff. I've never tried it before, but I've heard a lot of people like it. And you can use the $20 off on that too. The $20 off will come off at checkout. I'll put the trim link here again. If you use the trim link, that will get you the free spoon at checkout too. I'd love to have one of those cute free spoons. I just use my tablespoon, and it's kind of hard to use. It's not very cute. I take the Pure, Trav takes the Life, and like I said, I've never tried the trim, but I've heard it's awesome, and this is like a stellar deal. If you've been wanting to try it, now is the time. The difference between the Life and the Pure taste, I've had both of them. Trav takes the Life because it's more sweet. He likes the sweeter taste. It tastes like mixed berry juice, I think. And the Pure tastes more natural, lemony, no sugar. I was gonna say too, yesterday I ended up posting 2 photos because I hung the vintage art, which I love, on the bookshelf. And one of you said in my post last night on the vintage art one that you don't hate the track lighting, and maybe just to live with it for a little bit and see how I like it. I was feeling the same way yesterday after I got the bookshelf done and finished and everything was like put together, I'm like, that's kind of a nice vintage vibe. Maybe I personally, I don't love track lighting, but that one above the bookshelf, it's kind of growing on me. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Okay, so it's been a hot minute since I've been on here. But if you remember the little table I stripped with the oven cleaner, it totally worked. I love it. Obviously the feet need a little bit more work. It's just harder to get around those.
Look at this bowl that I got at the overpriced thrift store. Oh, it was $24. I mean, I think that's a good deal. I got this suitcase in the trash too. It doesn't work or anything, but that'll be cool for decor. So I'm getting gas right now. The plumber's supposed to come to our house. He's going to put a reverse osmosis system in and then switch our laundry room back to the other room. We were going to put a gas line in, speaking of gas, to our house, but we decided not to because it was so expensive. So we're just going to try to get by with electric because we kind of wanted a gas range, but Trav even said maybe we could put a propane tank under the cabinet by the range. I don't know. I've never heard of this before, but sounds cool. So I wanted to tell you guys while I'm here at the gas station about this. This is free. It's a free app. I've shared it long time ago. It's called Upside, and you can scan it before you go to your location. So you just open, basically after you sign in and put all your information in, you sign into the app. It's super easy. I forget to use it sometimes, and Trav's like, are you using the app? And so I just used it. I opened the app. It showed me 2 locations of gas stations that I was already at, and I just tap on one, tap on the credit card that I'm using, and then you get cash back, or you can get credit card or gift card. And if you use my link, you get a $4.22 bonus after your first purchase. So like you can use it at restaurants, grocery stores, gas stations, and who doesn't want to save money, especially on gas right now? And after you make a $10 purchase or more, you'll get $4.22 credited back. And then if you share it with a friend, you can get 1 cent per gallon for every gas purchase that they make. So it's really cool. It's free. Plus up to 20 cents per gallon that you purchase, you get it rebated. I think Trav gets it through PayPal, like cash back. You can also get gift cards that they have on there, and they have restaurants, grocery stores, and gas stations, like I said. So it'll show you like places around you, and then you just go to one of those, pull up the app, it pops it up onto the map, you tap on it, tap on your credit card, and then you get that credit back later. It's so cool. And it's a free app. I think they must just do it to drive business to their places, so you get stuff back, money, gift cards, whatever, just by tapping on their app. It's awesome. Here's all my problems right in one spot. I just love how they all fit. And they did all fit, except some just like books that I had torn the covers off of years ago, and I'm gonna get whipped and lashed for that. I got rid of some of those. And then I do have a few more that can go right in there. But I love the vintage art up there, and I love the desk in front of there. Thank you guys. That was my plan when I got that. I wanted to put it in front of the bookshelf. And then I'm trying to figure out some vintage art for here, which might change when the curtains are hung. If I do put curtains there, I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm not going to do this anymore right now. I'm going to go work on my cabinet. I'm going to force myself. And I know that these move. Some of you are telling me that I can move those. I know that they move. I just need to figure out how. I was trying to pinch the thing and pull it over, and it wasn't working yesterday. But I was just saying that I do like them kind of offset like that. I think they're cool, and it's just imperfect. I did color coordinate the books, like blues, reds, browns, creams. Up here, I just could have put a hodgepodge of stuff. I got all these vintage paintings, all my problems, they're coming out. This is probably my favorite painting. I got this at the overpriced thrift store. I did not only pay $5 for that. I think it was like $95. But when I saw it, I used Travis' birthday money and he was super excited about it. It's an original painting. Some of these in here were from Jamie, and a few of these I think were from Jamie. But all the other ones, thrift stores, I pick them up at like estate sales, things like that. This is not as convenient of a work spot as our rental backyard. But it's working. You can see, so this is where I sprayed it. This is what it looked like initially. I'll show you a before picture, but it's really coming off. It's coming off a lot better than I thought it would, because that little test spot I did on the door, it worked, but it wasn't working super good. And this worked super good on here. I think it's because Jessica sanded it a little. I will have to spray it again. Like, this is remnants, I think, of the sealer, the white part. And I took off the backing. I'm not sure. I think she might have put a poly on it and it turned it like, you can see it over there. It's like too orangey now, so I might just flip the boards over. I'm going to spray this one more time and see if it'll take off more of that before I do any kind of sanding. You can see how different up here compared to there. And like I said, this works just like the oven cleaner method. It just doesn't have all the harsh caustic chemicals. It's the same thing I used on that big, huge cabinet. That stuff just fell off. I wish this was like that too, but this one's going to take a little more scrubbing. And sometimes it works like the oven cleaner method does. Sometimes it does not. It works best for me on like older pieces of furniture. It's been a bit of a crazy afternoon. I think we forgot that the home inspector told us that one of the water shutoff valves wasn't working, because I guess they have two for the house, and if you want to shut off the water, you have to shut off the whole well, and then it shuts off the neighbor's water too. So they had to dig, the plumber did today, to figure out where the something was and the something with the something. And I guess they found it, and they didn't hit anything else. Praise Jesus. I was like, please don't hit anything else that's going to cost us money. But it ends up that we want to use that big concrete sink in the laundry room, because we're moving the laundry room to that back room with the exposed brick, and they cut a big hole in the wall and all that jazz. But the big concrete sink is, I think we're going to need a spout out the wall. So I've been running all over trying to find an in-store out the wall faucet. Do you know how hard that is? It's not a super high-tech faucet or anything. It's cute, I think. Don't tell me if you have this one in it. Sucks. I don't want to know. It's going in our laundry room. I'm going to spray paint it and then maybe rub and buff it, or just maybe spray paint it. We'll see how it goes. I bought primer, and Bradley's laughing because we were in Home Depot and this guy was walking toward me, and I was like, oh, can you help us in the faucets? Because we couldn't find this faucet on the shelf, and he acted like he couldn't see us, hear us, anything. He was showing Bradley. This is what he did. He was like, wait. He was like, right by us. And get this, we don't have a cabinet. Out of all of my cabinets, we don't have a cabinet big enough for the concrete sink.
Vanilla bean cupcake, chocolate
Bradley's
peanut butter.
reading me all the crumble cookie flavors.
And
one of you said automotive primer, so that's what I'm gonna try.